Hello everyone and welcome to your second royal reading today here at Mad World Tarot, 1st of December. It's a Monday. Can't believe it's December already, but it is. And we have the Pulp Tarot on the tarot table today. Trashy tarot, and very useful for reading on trashy people. And in this case, in my opinion, the trashy person we are dealing with is Scooby Doo. Omid Scobie. He's back. He's been gone for a while, but he's back. He's back because his book, Royal Spin, is coming out in early February. And Royal Spin sounds like it's based quite largely on little Miss Markle herself. It's about a young American politico, I'm quoting from the blurb, who takes a job at Buckingham Palace. She's a spin doctor, basically, and the royals have been through it, all kinds of scandals and bad press, and so she comes from America to breathe new life into their PR after the series of scandals. And it mentions culture clashes, displeased royal aides, and a risky love interest, a duke. And it's all about stuffy old Brits who can't deal with bright young thing from America. And the cover, the artwork, there's a very obviously Meghan looking woman, young woman, in the middle, and a very obviously has-been looking creature on her left. I don't know who the one on the right is meant to be. Possibly William. I don't know, not sure. But that's the blurb. That's what the book's about. And of course, he claims that it's been optioned and it's going into production. There's going to be a TV series based on it as well. It's definitely coming out. Now, what's interesting about this has been spotted by Shauna from Vintage Reads. She pointed out that Scooby Doo's been in the Daily Mail recently. They've had little articles dredging up the past, some rather toxic stories from the royal past, and he's quoted in them. The first one is about poor old lady Susan Hussey and that whole racism saga that was kind of foisted on her, and Prince William reacted, a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. He was flying over to Boston for Earthshot Awards, and he basically fired her in a way. And Scooby Doo's comments is about how that caused trouble with the king, and it was Prince William in his worst possible way. So it's an article reminding us that the royals are racist, allegedly, and Prince William is hot-headed and impetuous and a bully and nasty. My opinion. And then the second one was about Endgame, and how that was a quote from Endgame as well. So they're both about Scooby Doo's previous book, Endgame. The other article in the Daily Mail in the past few days was about the Dutch translators naming the King and the Princess of Wales directly as the royal racists. And there's been no repercussions for Scooby Doo as far as any of us know about any of that. So that seemed to be targeted very directly at the Princess of Wales, also in a context of racism. So I'm guessing Shauna is saying be warned. I haven't watched her video. I just noted the connection and went and hunted down these articles. So if you're interested, go and watch what she has to say. But I think there's a warning to the royals here that even though this is a work of fiction, Royal Spin, there might be some need for damage control. It might be aimed to cause some damage to particularly William and Catherine. And the old racism card might be coming out again. I don't know for sure. I'm going to ask the Pulp Tarot to help us figure some of these things out. We're going to look at Scooby Doo and Meghan and what their relationship is like currently, because he's been very quiet. And is he doing her bidding in this? I would like to know, because I think he was doing her bidding in the past. We're going to ask how the intentions in the book towards Prince William and towards the Princess of Wales, whether there are hostile intentions there. And we're going to ask finally how the book is going to do. Is it going to be a smash hit? Endgame certainly was not. It was a great failure, in fact. And is it going to do damage, particularly to the Prince and Princess of Wales? So that's where we are today. We need to remind you it's tarot, it's for fun and entertainment. It is all my opinion and all speculation, and I just read energy. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. Please do your own research, form your own conclusions. And so let's see what's going on here. We got the Fool in reverse. That's an interesting card because it's about fresh starts, the Fool. It's about being naive and innocent and gullible and off on a big new adventure. It's in reverse. We've been around this block before, and nobody is quite, no one's is as naive as they were the first time around, and as gullible and as willing to believe whatever B.S. Scooby Doo prints in his book. So that's rather encouraging for me. If he thought he could fool the general public again, not so much. Not when the Fool is in reverse. That's how that's reading for me. So that's interesting. Heart of this reading, what are we dealing with? We are dealing with the Five of Cups in reverse. Saw that card in the previous reading as well. A lot of pain, a lot of upset, a lot of heartache, and he's reminding people of it. Well, the Daily Mail is. I wonder who's paid for those articles to appear, because there's absolutely no reason why anyone should be revisiting Endgame at this point. Many years later. Five of Cups is sorrow, pain, real, heart-wrenching kind of pain that particularly the Princess of Wales, that for me is her, particularly the Princess of Wales went through. And I personally believe, this is my personal and very unfounded scientifically opinion, that that's led directly to her illness. I personally believe that. As I say, no scientific basis for that. It's just my personal suspicion. And it's there for me in that Five of Cups in reverse. It's taking her back to a place, the fact that the card is in reverse, it's taking her back to a very low point in her life. I believe, personally. So, let's move on. Relationship between Scooby Doo and Meghan Markle. How's it these days? We didn't see him on, Eight of Cups in reverse. Ha ha ha. It's not good. It's not good. They got caught out with that whole racism thing. They thought they were being oh so clever. Fool. They weren't. They were being very stupid and reckless. And they haven't recovered from that. Their relationship hasn't recovered. There are all kinds of rumors as well about mysterious parcels being handed to and fro at the something bungalows. I can't remember what the bungalows were, but somewhere in LA. Allegedly, little packages going to and fro. Shall we say the allegedly sign is now on, flashing away on the tarot table. They haven't been able to recover from what went down with Endgame. They thought it was going to be their big moment and it was going to ruin the royal family. It didn't. It in fact more likely ruined Scooby Doo. And Meghan Markle had to distance herself quite smartly from all of that. And so no, they're still in a quite a tricky situation with that Eight of Cups in reverse. It's not all sweetness and light. He wasn't there on With Love, Meghan. The makeup artist got the gig that I think Scooby Doo would have had previously if things had gone the way they expected they were going to go. He would have been the one with the bath salts, with the extra doses of essential oils in the bath salts and so on. The peanuts decanted into plastic bags. Anyway, let's move on. Is he doing her bidding? So is Meghan's claw behind this? I got the Hermit. Ooh. Hermit is very hidden energy. It's you know, it's retreating, hiding kind of energy. So it's 3 steps removed energy, if it is. But of course, who is that? There has been. And the rumours about the Pass the Parcel stuff that was allegedly going on before Endgame was published was that some of the Pass the Parceling might have been done by the has-been himself, who I think had a room or a suite or a whatever at that bungalow place. So there's Harry's energy. I'm still shocked. even though I did those readings I did yesterday, you know, I shouldn't be shocked anymore. I am still shocked because I'm just a normal person who doesn't think like this and doesn't want, you know, terrible things to happen to nearest and dearest, allegedly. So I am shocked to see that energy there. Okay, let's move on. Let's ask about intentions that might be motivating incidents in the book. I'm wondering if the poor PR girl wants to go shopping and isn't allowed in car with somebody, for instance. Those kinds of scenarios that might be depicted in a work of fiction and that we're all led to believe are actually true. I don't know, I'm speculating. So let's ask about Prince William first of all. The Lady Susan Hussey thing got wheeled out again and made William look bad. Is the book going to take aim at him and try and bring him down? Oh yes, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, I know aces in reverse can mean no, but the Ace of Pentacles is William's future. The Ace of Pentacles, it's his future, it's that long journey, first as Prince of Wales with that lovely Duchy of Cornwall at his disposal, all that lovely money, which I think Harry and Meghan seethe over. I imagine that they spend hours complaining about it and plotting to grab some of that for themselves and talking to their lawyers. What can we do? It's there in that Ace of Pentacles and trying to stop it, trying to derail him, trying to wrestle that pentacle from him, his future, his birthright, trying to stop it and grab it. That's how I'm reading that. So what about the Princess of Wales, Catherine? Intentions towards her, possibly make her look bad. Any of that? Allegedly. And we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Is perspective, the Hanged Man. It's all about perspective, and when it's in reverse, it's seeing something differently, or maybe even seeing someone differently. And that someone we all tend to think of as the victim of Meghan's malice. See previous reading. For example, this is trying to spin it. It's called royal spin in a different way that Meghan, in my opinion, this is how I'm speculating is going to go. Meghan is the victim. We need to see it differently. The roles need to be swapped. And actually the one you thought was the weak one, the passive one, the helpless one, the one who couldn't clap back, was actually the nasty one. And Meghan, who I believe is this young American politico, I should also imagine that redhead who worked for the Clintons before. Can't remember her name. Gone from my Latham. Sarah Latham. Haven't thought of her for years. A bit of that there as well, I should imagine. Worked for Harry and Meghan. But the poor young politico is the one who's going to be the victim. The innocent victim. Tess has come to complain about something. I think it's time to play with the bully. Can you hear her going, Hey Tess. So we need to speed this up and wrap this up quickly. How's the book going to do? Is it going to be a smash hit for Scooby Doo and repair his fortune? Ace of Swords looks like it. It looks like it's going to be popular. He's co-written it with a very successful author, female author of young adult fiction. So it looks like it is going to do well. It's going to grab a lot of attention, headlines. Ink is going to be spilled writing about it, giving it glowing reviews and all that kind of stuff. So I think it is going to do well. I think it's going to be noticed and quite positively reviewed. So there you go, Scooby Doo, well done, pat on your back. How about damage to the royals and particularly William and Catherine? Is it going to land some blows? I think it is intended to. We got the Two of Swords. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. All this smoke from the fire is swirling around. The Two of Swords isn't blows so much as decision time. It might, and it's interesting, we got the Ace of Swords and then the Two of Swords there, consecutive in tarot, obviously. it might force some sort of decision that is being waited on and hasn't been acted on, and it might give it some impetus that it's now time to act. It's not time to do the difficult thing. It's not time to axe, for instance, Harry and Meghan. Take away their titles, take them off the royal website, do those kinds of things. And let's just clarify it and see what that Two of Swords is really saying, because it's a female figure in there who's blindfolded and got to make some kind of difficult decision about her future. So what's that about? Who is that? You know, potentially it is royals, because we're talking about that. Well, it's the royal family making that decision collectively. It's time to ice them out. Ooh. Two of Swords, and it's the devil. We know who the devil is. We know who the devil is in these royal readings. There's also, just by the way, Capricorn energy, and of course the Princess of Wales is Capricorn. But that devil needs to be got rid of. Done too much damage. Five of Cups over there. That's our heart of this reading. Let's not forget that. That devil needs to be got rid of. We need to do something now about that devil. It's done too much damage to that figure in the Five of Cups and to this poor woman here in the Two of Swords, who's, if someone is helpless, she is. Because she's the one who's blindfolded and being forced to make a very difficult decision. And either option is pretty bad that she's faced with in the Two of Swords. So time to get rid of the devil. This might be one of those things that has unintended consequences, just like the previous book. There might even be litigation around this. Just a thought, just a little pop-up, mental pop-up, that there might be litigation around this. If there are incidents in there that are things that only the people who were there in the moment might have known about or would have known about, or if palace layout and stuff like that is revealed that shouldn't be, there's litigation, or very stern warning letters to publishers and things like that, that might have consequences for them. I would say much deserved consequences. That is, of course, my opinion, and this is all just opinion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.